There's the dock. All right, considering this island is a big sort of loop around the outside. Oh, look at that. It's gonna take a long time to explore this island because I have to do one giant lap, it looks like. So, buckle up. This is gonna take a while.
Grog.
Ow. Come back here, you prick. Aha! Ow. I thought I was gonna make him drop that on himself, and it actually just fell on me anyway. More explosives, more knives, things I'm not really using. This is where I'm beginning to wish the game had a sprint. I have a boost on the ship. You'd think I'd have an equivalent of that on land. Also, it's weird the game has made no attempt to explain the boost mechanic, because it's obviously unnatural. Like, you can't just make the wind be favorable. So is that some sort of ability Cat has? And if so, how? I would love to know the backstory of the boost, because it doesn't actually make sense. It's also beginning to distract me, just because I'm running around not doing much at the moment, that the trees have projected shadows, and yet I have a classic circle shadow. Okay, that appears to be a cannon up there. Oh, I think I'm out of its range. Perfect. Ooh, not quite. Oh, not at all, actually. This one can apparently do 360, which the other one couldn't. More explosives. 5, so technically 2. Good thing these projectiles are really slow. Still can't quite tell if there's an auto-aim on these explosives. It kind of feels like there is. But it also has looked like I've almost missed a couple times. I'm not sure. Oh, look at his peg leg run. Oh, that's fantastic. Oh, that's a fantastic animation, actually. Oh, look at him go. He's trying. So I'll just put you out of your misery, bro. Clearly you're having a hard time there. Man, he's got a lot of health. Wow. Teleporter ring that leads to Blackbeard's hideout has been activated. Well, 3 skull and crossbones symbols is probably a bad thing. Alright, how hard am I gonna get fucked on the other end of this?
You have a Chartstone to the Haunted Isles. You'd be wise to turn it over.
Ah, 'tis a sad day when the likes of you makes demands on the great and terrible Blackbeard. You'll have to pry it from me cold dead hands, lassie.
Oh, trust me, that was the plan.
Then, so be it.
Alright, he runs like a doofus. He's got very large thighs, too, although that's probably just his poofy pants. Luckily, he can't outrun me, so I could do this all day. He's got more health than me, unless those are single hits. Although they might drain in chunks like my health does. Now, they do. Oh, I think this is gonna take a while. Ooh, he kicks. Oh, he's got a nice long combo. Oh, and a charge attack. Ooh, shit. I didn't know that was coming. Oh, I can actually land a combo on him. His stagger isn't quite as fast as other enemies, so he doesn't immediately fall out of range. Or the bomb. Or don't. Throwing knife. Yes. That seems to be a better technique. I don't know how I just threw 3. I didn't mean to, it just happened, and I'm not sure why. Have a knife. Have another knife. Have another knife. Have another knife. Ow. Yeah, there better be grog in some of these chests. Oh, actually, there's some right there. I'll quaff this in the midst of battle. Which luckily doesn't take any time. I can jump his charge attack. That's cool. Because our double jump is comically high. My god, what is that? Like a 15-foot vertical leap? My god, this guy has so much health. It's insane. Ooh. Oh, that was weird. He did like a kind of a tackle animation there, but that damage happened way before the animation had actually finished. It was completely mistimed. His running animation is absolutely amazing, though. It's one of my favorite running animations I've seen in a game. I have a few favorites, although I guess I can think of more favorite walking animations than running ones. The greatest walking animation ever created for any video game ever is, of course, the fat male civilians in Jak 2 and 3, where they have that super, like, that sassy swagger, but they're, like, super gelatinous, so it's kind of elastic and bouncy while they're swaggering around like they own the place. It is the best walk cycle ever created. Let's see, I can think of a few other. The nerds in Bully, they have a fantastic walking animation too. But this guy's run, is up there with the best of them. There. How the fuck did you take that many hits? Oh, and then he just phases through the ground in shot. Cut away before you do that. That looked so bad. Haunted Chartstone. A mystic object that allows safe passage from one world to another. This one shows an image of the Haunted Isles. It was specially made for Mara Rousseau and seems to be part of a larger Chartstone. A new realm of the world may now be explored. Set sail for open seas and activate the world map. Could have deduced that, but thanks for the tip. Now, I think there's still a fair bit here I haven't actually, like, explored, so I guess I can keep going around. Throwing daggers. Excellent, because I actually used a bunch. Explosives. You know what? Let's blow up some crabs. Awesome. Hello, random scalawag. I should probably ignore you and let you live, but I'm gonna kill you instead, even though you weren't actually menacing me in any particular way. Oh, you can actually throw more than one of those at a time. Oh, that's cool. So yeah, if you tap the button multiple times, she'll actually throw more than once at the same time, as opposed to sequentially, even though you pressed the button sequentially. Because the animation's actually long enough, you can queue up multiple presses before it actually spawns in the item. But unfortunately, when you throw multiples, since they're not sequential, she actually throws them in a fan, which means unless you're throwing them at a group of enemies, there's a good chance 2 and 3 will just miss the target anyway. 1, 2, oh Jesus. Yes, I know, you're a big strong ape and you're mad, but could you go fuck yourself? 3. Lion Figurehead. This mystic figurehead focuses the power of the lion's roar into a mighty wind that shreds sails and sends ships spinning away. The power fires from the front of the ship. That sounds kind of cool. That gives me a front-firing weapon, which I said I wanted earlier. So where's that lion at? There it is. Wait, what's the dolphin? When did I pick up a dolphin item? Oh, the dolphin must be the figurehead I actually have. I just hadn't noticed that in my inventory before. Interesting. Oh, is that fort actually shooting my enemies now? Now that it's, I guess, on my side. Apparently you can ram ships. Get blown. There. Okay. That's a lot of shreddy bits of sail. That's a cool effect. Leaves a nice satisfying, like, trail of shreds there. Which is really good feedback on it having an effect. But can I do a regular power attack? Oh no, it supersedes the power attack. Okay. Because the way I'd been using that is not pressing square, which is the power attack button. I had been pressing triangle, the inventory button, or the use item button. But if you press the power attack button, it does that thing anyway. So I guess the powerful shot is what the dolphin does. We have 3 places we can go. Bay of Tears, Forlorn Straits. Ooh, Bay of Tears, that's where the stone key is, isn't it? Stone key in the Bay of Tears. Excellent. Let's do that. Another nice looking area. I like the color palette in this game. The colors are fairly deep here, like particularly the water here. It's a nice deep, low value color. A nice dark sky with sort of that rich tobacco-y colors at the horizon. Yeah. Oh my god, there's ghosts. Oh, Jesus, they're like... I guess they're banshees with shockwave attacks? That's fucking awesome. I'm assuming I can't hurt these. Oh, I can. I wonder if I can jump that shockwave. Except you can't interrupt an attack with a jump. So once I've committed to a combo, I can't jump. That's not very helpful.
I need the stone key.
Good thing these are corporeal ghosts. Wait, this is just the exit. Oh, that just took me back to the start. I didn't want to go back to the start. Unless, I guess there's nothing else here? Okay.
Fire!
Oh my god, I'm getting annihilated. These are much tougher ships than I've been facing. These things take a staggering amount of rounds. Apparently I can't boost, probably because my sails are fucked. There we go. Good god, those things have a lot of health. Please drop some timber. Or don't. Okay, I'm going to try the fire pots. God, these things have a lot of cannons. I'm trying to move.
Fire!
Yeah, this is hopeless. I'm leaving. Hopefully I'm able to upgrade my ship in this area, because those things far outclass me with only 2 cannons per side. More crabs, of course. Luckily, it does look like the ships out there stay damaged, even if I, like, you know, leave the fight and get on land. It's not like the land is considered like a separate cell and it loses track of the enemies. It looks like they stay damaged. So I do like that we're kicking up leaves as we run around. Look at that. It's a nice touch. Oh my god. Oh god. More aggressive than I expected. Shouldn't have laughed at you. That scream. Wow. This is kind of a silly enemy, I'm not gonna lie. And yet, they're actually pretty devastating. Mostly because they're fast. And the attacks in this game actually take a while to happen. Like when you hit the button, the attack is a fair bit after it, because you have a long swing animation. Again, because it's a smooth mocap animation that's supposed to look realistic, instead of happening instantly, you know? Which again would be more conducive to gameplay. Although it would look jerky that way. Okay. Especially because they can interrupt my swing, like keeps happening. Let's see if I could read this text. I almost can. In loving memory, 1403 to 1486. Go forth and do... Yeah, I can't actually read that last word. It says go forth and do... something. That's way more legible than I expected. That any of that text is readable is kind of surprising. A safe parrot here is somewhat ominous. Although I probably shouldn't have saved there because I just saved with my ship at like 2% health. Should I go through that gate or to the side? Yeah, let's go to the side here first. Because I'm assuming through that gate is a fight. Aha, there is something over here.
I know there's treasure nearby.
Glorious. How hard am I going to get my ass kicked when I go through here? I wish I could look up. I want to look up at those things on the pillars. The sculptures here. I want to get a good look at those, damn it. Somebody modeled them. I should be able to look at them. Oh, there is a boss here. Oh. Giant enemy crab.
My, you are a big one. Looks like the crew will eat well tonight. I hope we've got a really big pot.
Wow. He has less health than Blackbeard. And he has laser eyes, apparently. Alright, so he blocks his face like that. I'm assuming... Ooh, Jesus. I have a feeling explosives is going to be the best way to take care of this guy. Although that did not appear to do any damage. Amazingly, I can block that attack, which you would think I'd be able to. Okay, he has an area of effect pound attack. That's extremely annoying. It doesn't really look like my melee does any damage. It didn't look like the explosives did any damage either, although it's giving me more, so maybe that is what I'm supposed to do. I wish there was a way to throw it behind me while running. And there isn't, I just throw ahead. I can't get a good distance between it and me. That did nothing. That somehow killed me, even though it kind of blew me backwards, even though it was behind me and should have blown me forward. I just noticed we have like the Han Solo stripes on our pants.
I know there's treasure nearby.
I don't know how I hadn't noticed that at this point. Alright, I'm gonna try a power attack. And that just stuns it? Okay, so now can I throw a bomb at it? That flips it over, and now bomb... Okay, I get it. I guess I hit it with my sword enough times to stun it, which must take quite a few hits, because I've hit it several times before the power attack, and there was absolutely no indication it was even doing anything. Alright. Oh, apparently that hurts even though I was blocking? So it's attacks I can block, but it just slowly walking towards me is unblockable. That makes no sense. Just kill me. Let's do this again. Because now I actually know what to do. And it's very obtuse and illogical. Yeah, it's weird. I didn't realize that swinging my sword at it was doing anything, because there's no feedback that the attack's even landing. Because it's not doing the shower of sparks that hitting every other enemy in the game does. So you've trained me that the hit indicator is a shower of sparks. And then you just stop doing that, which you can't do that? It's not a terribly well thought out boss, I'm not gonna lie. And I have no idea how to make him stop doing this. Alright. This isn't very exciting. And the complete lack of feedback left me confused for an unreasonably long period of time. And there's the stone key. Awesome. And the stone creaks like wood. No, don't kill me. Don't kill me. I am like very, very, very close to dead, and I'm leaving. Let's go to Buccaneer's Bay or whatever. I guess it doesn't matter. I just need to go to a fort and repair. Oh, hey, there's a ship upgrade. It's weird. I guess it's just how far you are in the game that determines when one of these appears, rather than it being location-based, because this is like the first location and it has one. 4 cannons per side, 1 aft. Okay, although I'm gonna have to buy more cannons too. I only have 4. So I'll buy all that I can, so 6. Oh, look at this thing. Yeah. And I guess while we're here, I may as well get all the stone chests. Ice Tiki. Calls forth a rain of ice and sleet, freezing foes in place. And it's hideous, just like the other one. Man, this thing hauls ass when you're boosting. Wasn't actually that much in that one.
Full sail!
I wish there was just a shortcut for full sail. It's weird I have to flick the stick up like 5 or 6 times. I'm not even sure how many it is. Because it's so unresponsive, and the animation for the sails unfurling takes long enough that I'm actually not sure how many stages it has, because by then I've gotten bored and pressed the stick up again. I wish there was just a shortcut for it. Like L3, for example, because I don't think L3 does anything when you're on a ship. There's that slope I have no idea how to surmount. Knives. I don't really need those. 25 of them. 15 explosives, which is the max amount, so that's mostly wasted because I was pretty much full anyway. I'm not crazy stoked with what I've been getting from these stone chests, to be honest. The money's nice, though. Alright. 9 cannons. From here, Scoundrel's Pit. I believe there was at least a stone chest here. Another nice painting. This is where a mini-map would be kind of nice. Not much in that one, honestly. You come to me. Oh, you missed horribly. Scrub? Pussy? Get good. Ooh. When invoked, this tiki makes Katarina invisible to her enemies. And it's psychedelic as fuck. See ya, bitch. Oh. Why is there a drawing of a mermaid just on the sand? Storm tiki. Ball of lightning. Ooh. In fact, how is this on the sand? Is that paint? How do you paint sand? I mean, I guess you could, but it would like move around while you're trying to do it? Is there a reason this is here, or is it purely decorative? Why is that there? That's so bizarre. Sleeping powder, which I still haven't tried. More crystal tiki. More money. Back to Bay of Tears. Was there anything else here? Yeah, no, that's right. I wasn't done here. I just left because I was injured. My ship had boo-boos, so I had to go get it a band-aid. You know what, Banshee? I'm not even gonna fuck with you. Just we can go about our own business. Okay, clearly a crystal chest. Is that the only thing here? Luckily, their attack takes so long and they don't move during it that you can just trivially run past them. And they can't catch up. Spirit bottle. Trapped spirits of the restless dead are released when these flasks are opened. Instills fear into the hearts of your enemies. Which seems entirely less useful than just killing the enemies, but sure. It's cool design though. I like the way it looks. Not much here, but at least it was quick. Alright, I guess it's time to take the fort. Although I probably should save first. Alright, with that done, let's go fuck that fort. Or get fucked by the fort. I'm not really sure how it's gonna go. The ship combat in this game is a little bit clunky, just simply because obviously the speed changes take a while. And that's not even a failure of design, that's just how ship combat actually works. It's frustrating to someone like me, who's like a super twitchy, like first-person shooter fan. Like, I want immediate responsiveness, and obviously sailing a ship, you're just not gonna get that. Okay. Turn very slowly. There we go. Aha. Man, it's amazing how much difference 2 extra cannons makes. Well, 2 per side, you know what I mean. Alright. They're fleeing like a bitch, so I'm just gonna go for the fort. Ooh, it's already shooting. It's got quite a bit of range, although I guess technically I do too. I keep kind of underestimating my range, and that was a complete waste of a power attack because they all went to the fucking tower instead of the fort. So I'm gonna go around back and get rid of this tower just so the auto-aim works better. There. Ooh. That actually went pretty well. Yeah, the forts do seem to be largely an attrition sort of thing, where you are inevitably going to take a lot of damage, so it's really just a matter of having enough timber with you. Repair. I'll go ahead and stock up on timber, because you really can't have too much of that. I guess I'll buy some fire pots, even though I'm not really using them. Sure, I'll buy some chain shot just to have it. Whether or not I remember to use it is another matter entirely. Give me your goodies. Headhunter Mask, an ancient tribal ceremonial mask. Does it do anything? Or is it like a quest item for a quest we don't have? Earthquake Tiki? I'm guessing that mask is a quest item, and we don't have the quest yet. Sort of like the orchids, you know? Because otherwise the description would have told me what it does. So I guess we just head to the next island. Okay, for me, it's the next day here. And I've done some playing around with the DTS option in the audio, and buckle up because I actually have a lot I want to say about this. So, indeed, the DTS option in the sound settings is in fact discrete, real-time surround sound in-game. And this is really, really interesting because I was not aware the PS2 was even capable of doing that. Now, first of all, I believe I'm done with this area, so I'm going to the next area. I've been under the impression for years that the PS2 could not do discrete surround sound in-game. It can do it on DVDs, and it can do it in cutscenes like MGS2 does. I talked about that already. Forlorn Straits or Buccaneer's Haunt? Let's go to Forlorn Straits because it's closer. However, the real-time discrete surround sound in-game is something only the Xbox can do, or so I thought. Now, the GameCube definitely can't because the GameCube does not have a digital audio out. The only way of getting audio out of a GameCube is just the analog RCA cables, you know, the red and white left and right. And the only way to get surround sound out of that is to do a matrixed surround sound like ProLogic. So GameCube games, the surround sound is always ProLogic 2. Because that's what you can do in a stereo output, because the surround channels in ProLogic 2 are interleaved into the stereo signal, and your decoder actually extracts them. They are not separate streams of information. Now, in Dolby Digital and DTS, they are discrete surround sounds, which means the surround channels, the extra speakers, are actually completely separate streams of information. They're not encoded into the normal stereo signal and then extracted. They're actually separate. The benefit of that is that the imaging is much more precise, and that's kind of the whole point here. The PlayStation 2, unlike the GameCube, does have a digital out.
I'm sensing buried treasure nearby.
Ooh. The PS2 does have a digital out in the form of fiber optic, and that's how you get Dolby Digital and DTS out of DVDs for watching movies. But in video games, the optical out, which is what I use and have for years, it just outputs stereo PCM. And so it's still just stereo like the RCA cables you'd get out of your AV multi-out. Now, most PS2 games that have surround sound, or basically all games that have surround sound on the PS2, they do ProLogic 2, just like the GameCube. That's, again, embedded into a stereo signal. The Xbox is different, because on the Xbox, it can actually output real-time Dolby Digital in-game. And this was considered a big deal at the time, because it was something only the Xbox could do, and so it was touted as one of its advantages. And for a long time, as far as I was aware, that was entirely true. Oh, I thought I got the guy behind me. I guess not. So on Xbox, generally the games don't have ProLogic surround sound. They have, good God, why is this guy able to throw endlessly? I thought they had to wait between throws. So basically games on Xbox, quite a lot of them, not all of them, but quite a lot of them do actually support Dolby Digital. It's quite a significant amount. And it's even multi-platform games that came out on the GameCube and PS2. You have a disparity where on GameCube and PS2 they have, ProLogic 2, and then on Xbox they have Dolby Digital, which is just better. Apparently though, as I've learned from Black Cat here, it turns out the PS2 is actually capable of real-time discrete surround sound in the form of DTS. I guess it can't do Dolby Digital, or surely some games would have done that, but apparently it can do it with DTS. This is really blowing my mind because I'm playing a PS2 game, and a fairly early one at that has discrete surround sound. I didn't even know that was possible. It's kind of amazing, but it's also very frustrating because now I just feel robbed that there aren't other PS2 games doing it, because if it was capable of doing that, they should all do it, right? And it's very disappointing that the one game that actually does it is a game that has really simple, sparse, not very good sound. Oh God, skulls. These are gonna kill me. No, please don't. Oh, look at that. Excellent. And they dropped health. Oh, there's one left. Damn it. So, it seems like a waste on this game here. There's this mind-blowing feature I didn't even know the hardware was capable of. And it doesn't even take good advantage of it. It's really frustrating. So, I'm imagining something more like Black with this feature. A game that is more of a powerhouse in audio, that has more detailed audio. Something like Black, or the Kingdom Hearts games, stuff that does a little more in the audio department. So Black, the example I just gave, that's interesting because, of course, On Xbox, black does have discrete surround because it runs in Dolby Digital. But on PS2, it doesn't have that. On PS2, all you get is ProLogic 2. This is weird to me because why didn't more developers do this? If DTS was on the table all along, why the hell did developers even bother with ProLogic 2? Discrete surround is objectively better. I don't know. It's weird, and it's kind of freaking me out. So I'm now playing the game in DTS. I did some playing around with it yesterday after I stopped recording, and I'm now playing in DTS. Now, it will not sound different to you, of course, because you're listening to a stereo mix down. Now, technically it will sound slightly different because the ProLogic, since it is embedded into the stereo signal, you could theoretically decode a YouTube video that has game footage with ProLogic. If you ran that through a ProLogic receiver, the game sound would theoretically be in surround because the information's there. Now that I'm recording in DTS, that will no longer be possible. And because ProLogic does its surround via like phase shifts and stuff, the audio theoretically might not sound as phasey to you. But in terms of like actual quality, it's going to sound exactly the same to you because this video isn't in surround sound. But it sounds much better to me. Not in terms of audio quality, because of course this game is still using very, very, very small assets to fit in very little RAM. So like the quality still sounds terrible, but the positional accuracy, the imaging is just vastly better because it's discrete, and that's what happens. Why is this man purple? Is this weird to anyone else? I mean, that guy's apparently a ghost. Is this a zombie? He's a pain in the ass. These guys have so much health. Are you invincible or something? Good God. Fuck, that guy had a lot of health.
Grog.
Oh God, these guys.
Grog.
It's a shame, the enemies are getting tougher and I don't have better weapons, which is really annoying. Although I do have a bunch of spells, I guess. I could use those.
I need the skeleton key.
Vampire skulls. A skull containing the undead spirit of a vampire. Upon impact, it drains the life from your enemies and offers it to you. That's badass. Light damage, short range. Also, apparently ramming does a shit ton of damage. Okay, let's take this fort next. Can I reach this from here? I don't think those are actually aiming at anything. No, I think they're just hitting the ground. They're not auto-aiming. Although those appear to be hitting the fort. Ooh, can I just whittle it away from here, out of its range? Yeah, for these, fuck it, I'll just get closer, because I don't want this to take all day. And it doesn't cost that much money to repair, which I can now do since the fort is mine. Although they actually do quite a bit of damage. Oh, that was a waste of a power shot. Damn it. Oh, come on, just kill these fucking towers. I'm sick of this crap. There. A gate has opened. Where? Oh, right next to me. Okay. I didn't realize there was a gate there. Full ship repair, which is actually fairly expensive, but I have tons of money. Buy some more sailcloth. So I guess I will go here next. Since the gate opened, I'm assuming that's significant. Damn it, these purple guys. Where are my daggers? There we go. I can just stun lock him. That's cool. Didn't even drop any items. You know, at this point, I'm starting to think it'll actually make more sense just to run past the enemies. They rarely drop anything, and when they do, like money, it's so little money it basically doesn't matter. And the only other thing they can drop is health, which I wouldn't need them to drop if I wasn't fighting enemies. Okay, where am I? Ram's Rest. Okay, it's just one island. Well, there's a little one to the side, but I doubt I can get on that. It's very strange to me that skulls, hovering, disembodied skulls, say ow when I hit them. See, I'm beginning to wonder, as I mentioned earlier, the enemies are taking more damage, but I'm not getting more weapons. Do I ever get better weapons? Do I ever get better armor? I guess I don't. Instead of getting armor, I get the, what was it, a crystal heart that gave me another, basically a heart container. So presumably I'll find more of those. But I really would like to know if I ever get better weapons. Or if I'm just supposed to be using spells more often than I am. Also, what are these blue lights? Are they hostile? Are they scenery? Looks like there's a shell over here, though.
I know there's treasure nearby.
Ooh, and buried treasure. 2 for 1. Ooh, I got a... Ooh, fire. Fire Tiki. Been a while since I've had one of those. In fact, have I had one at all since the one I was required to use right away? I think that's the first one I'm allowed to keep. Also weird, it only gives me 1, whereas like the crystal, the frost... Yeah, the storm and the frost, it gave me more than 1 in a single pickup. So I guess the fire is just more powerful? What is even over here? Why am I here? It just took a teleporter here and now I'm just wandering around like an idiot. Good God, there's a lot of enemies here and I just don't really feel like bothering. It's not like they're gonna drop anything mind-blowing. I'll kill you, though, just for fun. Aha, that was fun. He gave me 21. See what I mean? Like, it's just not really worth it. It's not like there's an experience system, of course, so... There just isn't much of an incentive to bother.
I'm sensing buried treasure nearby.
Thought so. There it is. Man, I'm finding these pretty quickly today. That's nice. Okay, let's get a group of enemies and use... storm. Holy shit. That was actually pretty cool. And they just instantly respawn anyway, though. There's already one back. Yeah, I don't know, man. It seems like those are going to be more useful to save for bosses. Have a bomb. Perfect throw. There we go. Okay, this is not active. The door closed. Oh god, that's a lot of enemies. Well, that's a great time to use a Tiki. Damn. There doesn't seem to be a limit to how many targets it will, attack. Where am I? Oh, now I'm on the small island. Okay.
I smell gold.
Yes, I'll bet you do.
I smell gold. I know there's treasure nearby.
Also, the textures on these headstones keep... Are they appearing when I hit it, or is it a texture glitch? Or am I... No, hitting that definitely made... Am I just supposed to hit these at a... Oh no, it's clipping through. I'm just seeing it from the wrong side. Okay. Since it was flashing, I was wondering if I was supposed to hit those in a certain order or something. Let's just do a power attack.
I smell gold.
Oh, here it is. Or sleeping powder. Surely I'm at the max I can carry of that. Oh, apparently you can only carry 5 anyway, which isn't that much. This deep limits on how much you can carry does kind of disincentivize finding treasure. Because unless I'm using crap constantly, it's mostly stuff I can't carry anyway. I mean, the money's nice, of course, but I've picked up a ton of that sleeping powder that, you know, hasn't even gone into my inventory anyway. Also, I haven't even used it a single time. And that ground texture changing on that weird spotlight around me of its short range is so distracting. I really wish they didn't do that. It looks bad. Okay, now I'm on this central island, and the wisp just flew right through me, so they don't hurt. Is this gonna spawn a bunch of enemies? Ram Figurehead. This figurehead increases the damage your ship does when ramming an enemy, while minimizing the damage you take. The ram does not need to recharge. Fuck yeah. I like the sound of that one. I'm gonna play around with that. Because I just incidentally rammed someone earlier and was surprised by how much damage it did, so that's apparently pretty viable. And I still have a power attack, so it doesn't even seem to remove that. Although I thought that's what the dolphin did, which I don't have anymore because I took it off. Okay, so here's our return point. I do like that they do this. Like, there's consistently a shortcut back to your ship. They save you from running all the way back every single time. Also, this seems to be exuding evil spirits. Oh wait, are you a character? Well, you're not attacking. Oh, look. Okay.
Who are you? Why do you disturb our soggy soul?
Oh, I like the way he looks.
I mean you no harm, Captain.
The sea torments me. The doomed souls of my men torment me. Must I also endure the torments of the living? Leave me to my misery.
Oh, I like this guy.
What happened to your ship?
I like his moving hair and his voice is pretty cool.
Villainy! Ships bearing yellow sails set upon us. Pirates they were. Cutthroats.
Oh, I'm definitely not a pirate.
Flag of surrender. We offered our cargo and begged for our lives. The dogs cut us down without mercy. We were slain to the last man. Now the souls of my crew are trapped in this watery grave. Our torment is endless. Endless!
This is surprisingly bleak.
Sails, you say. Captain, what if I were to find these pirates and end their reign of terror?
Do not mock me!
I am in earnest, sir. I have a ship and an able crew.
I will gladly fuck up other pirates and take their booty.
If you were to do this,
And tangentially it would help you too, so.
one were to do this, perhaps our spirits would finally be able to rest.
I know something of regret and of vengeance. I'll seek out these ships with yellow sails.
Perhaps I misjudged you, young one. I possess a key, an enchanted skeleton.
Ah, okay.
Power to open any lock. If you succeed, the key is yours.
Then I will return.
Sounds like a good deal.
We will wait. As always, we will wait.
Wow, he was way more interesting than the mermaid. Oh man, that's a cool design. I like the flowing hair. He's nice and wispy. The trailing, tattered clothes. Pretty good processing on the voice too. Like, that sounds pretty good. That's a cool character. Yeah, he's like super miserable and tormented and surprisingly kind of dark and bleak. As opposed to the weird drug-addled mermaid that was just like bizarre.
I smell gold.
Where is it? Where is it? Stop it! I'm looking for booty.
I'm sensing buried treasure nearby.
Yeah, I'm working on it, cat. There it is. I guess the crystal tikis that make me invisible would probably be useful for something like that, where I just want the enemies to ignore me while I'm looking for something. But I keep forgetting I have a lot of these things, and it takes forever to scroll to them. And I can only hold 5, so those ones I got from the chest I didn't even get anyway. Now, why have a limit? Like, I mean, seriously. If you're gonna fill the chests with loot anyway, just let me carry as much as I can carry. Like, why not make the limit 99, you know? Because otherwise, you really reduce the value of even finding chests. It's strange that there's a limit, and it's even stranger that it is so low, like 5?
Full sail!
If I've found 30 of them, just let me have 30 of them. Fuck off. Like, is there a good reason not to? Okay, I think we're good here. So now I'm just looking for ships with yellow sails. And I don't know if those now appear... Like, let's look. I don't know if those now appear randomly in areas we've been to, or if they're in fixed positions. I'm assuming they're in fixed positions, but they might just be randomly spawned. I don't know. Yeah, because there's no enemies on the map here. So let's go to Buccaneer's Haunt. Also, we haven't found an orchid in a while. I'll just... Oh, Jesus. Spawn in under fire. So I think we're just gonna, you know, Give the mermaid plenty of time to brush her hair, since I guess that's all she wants to do anyway. I'm just gonna circle strafe. That seems to do the best job. Weird abrupt edit in the music there. This is the easiest fort I've had yet, I think. I took almost no damage. Fantastic. No new ship upgrades, sadly. 2 locations. Alright. So let's go to this one first. Fuck all y'all bitches. Okay, I did see a turret over here. Slowly scroll to my bombs. I do wish there was a better inventory system. Something like a Zelda-style, pull up a pause menu and it's a grid. Would be nice. A grid would be much easier to navigate than this just forward and back. Forward and back, like next previous. That really only works as long as there's 4 or 5 items, not like tons of them, because it takes a long time to get all the way around. And I wonder if I can take out these towers with Minikegs, or if it has to be with a ship. That's blowing chunks off. I'm assuming that means progress. How many does it take? There, yes. And it takes an awful lot, but it's doable. And hey, drops a shell. God, like see now I'm walking away from that chest and it's still spitting stuff out behind me. It's surreal to hear such precise panning of it behind me though. Like I just can't get over the fact that this game has DTS. That's just bizarre. Why this game? Wait, did I just block a bullet with my sword? I didn't realize I could do that. More crap I can't carry. Oh, fuck these assholes. Although I'm gonna kill him because he might actually drop bombs. Oh, he killed himself. That's nice. And he did not drop bombs. I actually wanted him to because I spent some money on that tower. Team kill. Huh? Oh, cutscene. Screen went blank. Why am I now somewhere else? What? Apparently I dug that up even though it was on the ground. What is happening? And why is it so loud? Well,
look who's awake.
Fuck you,
Thief!
said the pirate.
So this treasure is rightfully yours, Katerina.
You know me?
Who doesn't know of the black cat Katerina de Leon? And which are you today? Governor's daughter or pirate captain?
Untie me and find out.
What was that read?
The blade is many things, but he's nobody's fool.
The Blade. Duncan the Blade?
The Blade? That's a very distinctive name that I'm sure no one else has.
Pay me a ransom to get his daughter back.
You've been at sea too long, Duncan the Blade. My father is dead.
You have my sympathies. He was a good man.
That I was going to extort.
A scoundrel like you know of good men. You must truly be Duncan the Blade.
Oh, you're a devilish minx, fair cat.
Ooh.
I've won this day, but I'm not a complete cad. This is a chart of the Western Isles. I'm sure it will prove useful to you.
It just teleported into my hand, even though it looked like I was drawing my sword. Good thing he tied us up with plenty of slack. Although I guess he wanted us to be able to escape, which is, I don't know. That was a whole weird scene there. I want to mention something silly here that you wouldn't otherwise see. So that you can follow along with the dialogue when I talk over it, I'm adding subtitles to the scenes since the game doesn't have its own. And I'm using the automatic subtitles to get them mostly in place, and then going through and manually adjusting the timing, belaboring the punctuation in my usual style, and correcting the things it gets wrong, like spelling cat with a C instead of a K and not having an E at the end of hawk. Frankly, I have to tweak so much that it's probably not actually faster than doing it completely manually because AI is a joke, but it did lead to something very funny in this scene because the AI completely misunderstood Duncan's name. His name is obviously Duncan, D-U-N-C-A-N, the Blade, but the automatic subtitles called him Duncan the Blade, D-U-N-K-I-N apostrophe. Like he's the scoundrel equivalent of Dunkin' Donuts, which is so funny I almost left it in. You have found a chart leading to more islands. Well, hopefully we don't have a horrible concussion or like a fractured skull or something when he smashed our face hard enough to knock us out. I'm sure it's fine. It's just one of those movie things, one of those things in cinema where, like, for one, getting hit in the head is like a magical power switch that just turns humans off temporarily. And then for another, there never seems to be any long-term consequences for that. When generally getting smashed in the head very hard often does have long-term consequences. Particularly in the back of the head, which is how it's usually depicted in movies, actually. All right, Spiv, Carney, well, you can buy a few more things here. Like kegs, which I actually will go ahead and do. I'll buy 10 of them just to make sure I have enough. I don't want to buy all 15 because I'm sure 2 seconds from now there'll be a pickup or something.
I know there's treasure nearby.
Who's the spaz going around burying hundreds of chests 5 feet apart? All right, get out my powder kegs because I'm going to need them because there's a turret. How do these turrets work, by the way? They're unmanned, which doesn't actually make sense. Wow, a team kill and a suicide. That was magnificent. But, like, they're like auto turrets from, like, a sci-fi game, but, like, how? Are they clockwork? Or is the implication that there's someone in that structure, that platform it's sitting on, that's, like, controlling it from below? Leave me alone. Leave me alone. Ooh, grog.
Grog.
Headhunter Mask. Oh, yes. Another one of these that I don't know what it's for. So I'm assuming there's going to be some equivalent to the mermaid wanting orchids that's somebody wanting 5 of those, probably. An issue with the combat here is that, as I mentioned earlier, you don't have to tilt the stick towards an enemy to pick it, because she kind of auto-aims at an enemy. The downside is you have no control over which one she selects. So sometimes she just arbitrarily switches which ones she's swinging at, and that's not me telling her to. It just sort of happens. Also, that's a bit morbid. Also, it's actually animated. He's actually swinging around. That's nice. I think that's it for this region, then. It would appear so, although there's 2 ships to kill. I need to try out the ramming power now. Yeah! Holy shit! Well, that got the job done. Dude, that's badass. Okay, well, yeah, officially the Ram Figurehead is the shit. Ooh, there's another ship. Guess what we're doing to it? Oh, that's awesome. That's my new favorite thing. Okay. How much range do I got? I think I can hit the towers at least from here. Oh, I wanted to go into the options. Quick views. I wanted to turn that on. Oh, they go into first person. Okay. So yeah, now the D-pad just first person's in each cardinal direction. But that'll actually make lining up the center point easier, presumably. Oh yeah. Yeah, I can get him from here. Poor bastard never stood a chance. I know it's slower this way, but it's nice not to take any damage. Hopefully you don't have motion sickness for them rocking up and down, but it is a ship on the sea, that is to be expected. Ooh, those are falling short. Just slightly forward. You noticed how large the moon is? Look at that fucking thing. It's bigger than the moon in Majora's Mask, and it was actually a plot point in that game that the moon was huge. Look at the size of that fucking thing. It's like 20 feet away. You'd shit your pants if the moon was that big. Am I actually shooting over it now? I think I am. You know what? Fuck it. Let's just get close enough that auto-aim happens. Alright, now I'm going to do a lap around. Hopefully I can hit it over that lower spot. Yes, I can. Yes. That should do him in. Yeah, he's toast. The music gets cut off abruptly. Nothing exciting here. Although there is a ship around back that I get to ram. Oh, yes. Yes. Take it, bitch! Also, note that even the particles are reflected in the water. Like, even, like, the trail of smoke and the trail of fire behind those, behind the falling debris, even that is reflected in the water. Even games that do reflections, often, they're kind of selective about it. You can see that in, like, Oblivion. The water reflections in Oblivion are very selective. They sort of, like, reflect the environment, but not all objects or people, so it's kind of weirdly incomplete. Oh, there's a teleporter over there, which I can't get to from here, so that must be an exit, not an entrance. Ooh, save parrot next to a gate. This smells like a boss fight. Hopefully it's less frustrating than the crab. Indeed, it's a boss fight. Oh, look at him. Oh, look at his fancy-ass, brightly colored feather.
Stand aside, you bag of bones. Or do you wish to die a second time?
Ooh, damn. Alright. Oh my god, he has so much health. Oh, fuck. Okay, so the vampire thing does low damage. Sleeping powder probably doesn't work on him, though I'll try it. That does not surprise me. Earthquake? I could try that. Yeah, that didn't do much. Although it's getting multiple hits. Okay, I take it back. That was a decent amount of damage. But even so, this is going to take a while. Let's try freezing him. And then I can just wail on him, hopefully? Yes. Oh, and it does damage. I thought it just froze them. Nice. Okay, those are actually pretty cool. How long does it last? Quite a while. I'm getting a lot of hits in. Oh, this is great. Okay, yeah, that's the winning ticket right there. Yeah, this guy attacks like crazy. I'm just gonna do that again. Oh, you know what? Here's a good chance to check if that does more damage than a normal hit, and it does not. Okay. Since there's an actual health gauge on screen, I could do that now. I was curious if that down attack did more. It really should, though, because it takes longer to pull off, which means in order for it to be meaningful, it would have to have a higher DPS, or at least an equivalent DPS, and it doesn't? Oh, that death animation was amazing. Well, mocap. Ooh, some apology grog. That boss fight was much more interesting than the crab. Well, I'll take that back. Not more interesting, but it wasn't frustrating. It was just a straight fight. Mara de Leon, beloved wife, mother, horrible pirate. And, oh my god.
My beloved daughter.
This is...
You are the rightful heir to my hard-won treasures. They are hidden in a cave at Skull Cove.
Skull Cove?
That's what she said.
Find the cove. You must
Ooh, I like her
all
floaty hair.
5 of the Chartstones. Together, they form a map. The key to opening the cave is a silver locket. It was entrusted to a loyal member of my crew. Beware of Hawk. He is not what he seems.
Nice little visual aid there.
There is a ghost ship.
Ooh, another visual aid. She's got like a spectral PowerPoint.
Chartstone may be found there.
But mother!
I must leave you now, my Katerina. Seek the Chartstones. They will show you the way.
I feel like that's the scene that should have been pretty much at the start of the game. Because, first of all, she just explained what the Chartstones are, which had not happened in the game up to this point, even though we've actually already gotten one. Very strange. That's an odd place to put that scene. Boneshank sword. Ooh, we do get new weapons. The Boneshank sword, found in the Haunted Isles. Once belonging to Mara Rousseau, it is mystically enhanced with the spirits of dead swordsmen. It looks pretty cool too, I like it. It's got a nice looking hilt, the crossguards of course bones, and the blade itself has a really large edge bevel on it that shimmers quite nicely, and it's got a hint of a curve to it. It's a nice shape. Well, I'm glad I went there first. So let's go to this one next. Alright, the gate, we have an exit teleporter, presumably, because it's not lit. And we have a shitload of turrets. No, I can't block that. I can block the shots from the characters with guns, so I figured that was worth a test. 2, 3. Doesn't appear they're dropping anything. This might be a total waste. So I'm just gonna jump a lot and hope for the best. Oh, bombs. 10 of them. Oh, so I should have used more. God damn it. That actually would have given me enough to blow up all of those. Ooh, ouch. Well, the weapon does indeed seem more powerful. Ow. Fuck you, bitch. See, that one has an item, which is why I thought the others might. That one didn't have an item. See, this is why there should be a higher cap for how many of these I can carry. I should just be able to carry as many as I've found. Like, come on. I actually can't blow up this one. Yet another. My god, how many Minikegs do they expect me to have? Oh wait, 15, because they made the cap really low. It's been a while since I've found a heart container as well. Crystal heart, excuse me. Oh, speaking of devil, there's one right here. I actually did not see that. That was complete coincidence. Crystal heart. Wow. It's perfect timing. I'm tempted to go buy some Minikegs and come back. Hello, sir. Sell me shit. I'm gonna blow up all of these turrets, and then wish I hadn't when it turns out to be a complete waste of time. And there was indeed absolutely nothing. Ooh, that one did have an item. Look at that. Let's blow this popsicle stand. Although first, I'm gonna go buy some more Minikegs, because I don't really want to be without. Hello, sir. I know I'm buying lots of explosives, but I swear I'm not doing anything disreputable. Yeah. You prick. Man, these things do a ton of damage. There's nothing a little ramming can't solve. Okay, what new do we have on the world map? Actually, nothing. I mean, I'm supposed to sink the dreaded ghost ship, of course, but I don't know where it is. I don't think she told me in the scene. So do I just travel around until I find it?
It's the ghost ship.
Oh, yeah.
All hands to your stations. We'll send those lost souls to the bottom and let Davy Jones sort them out.
How? It's a ghost. Ooh. I like the particle effects when I hit it. That's kind of cool. Is it just poofing through the ectoplasm, or is it actually hurting it? Because if it is hurting it, why? Why would shooting a ghost ship do anything? Oh, its masts are falling. Okay. It gets styled upon, apparently. Oh, no, it can teleport. Okay, I thought it disappeared because I killed it. Oh, Jesus, that was a good volley it hit me with there. Ouch. Let's do, I was gonna throw fire pots at it, but I feel like that won't work on a ghost ship. And I think he's blowing up anyway. Yeah, because he was doing continuous particle effects even though I wasn't shooting him. Look at that. Wow. That was easier to kill than some basic enemies I've fought, and I'm still moving forward even though I don't have control at the moment. That's great. Voodoo Chartstone, a mystic object that allows safe passage from one world to another. Alright. That was actually pretty neat. I liked the way it looked, and I really liked the way particle effects were done on it. And there was an awful lot of them on screen at once, too, of the kind of ectoplasm poofs. It was pretty sweet. And now that we have advanced the main plot a little bit, I'm going to go check the fort again, and just in case, I can get a swanky new ship, because I feel like it's about time. New ship? New ship? Damn it! Fine, I'll just repair and leave. Without a swanky new ship. Disappointment, man.